Welcome mates, I am Bloodthirsty Lord by Incoming Lordy, and we are playing some Injustice 2 gameplay in the background against a super high level character or player, and he's insane at playing majority of the characters in the game, and we use a Black Manta against it. But that is not the main topic of today. The main topic within this gaming video is based on Mortal Kombat 11, the next NetherRealm game, as we discuss and explore the idea of a special guest character being introduced into Mortal Kombat 11, since majority of gaming companies are a creature of habit, as we've seen in other games done by NetherRealm when they introduce special guest characters. We're going to expect some crazy ones within this game. In this video, we'll be discussing the idea of a Terminator, aka the T800 model, being introduced into the Mortal Kombat 11 universe. So this will be really fun as we discuss potential abilities, combos, and also fatalities that it could utilize in the game. As always, it is a pleasure to have you mates by my side as we talk about some juicy information in these videos. But before we do get into this video, make sure you smash that like button. We are aiming for 200 likes on this video. It would be greatly appreciated if you do achieve that goal. And also, if you are new to the channel, make sure to hit the subscribe button, keep up to date with our content on the daily. So without further ado, let's get straight into this. The reason why we're discussing this special guest character today is because of Ed Boon's recent tweet highlighting Arnold Schwarzenegger from Terminator 1 and also in the recent Terminators movies that just came out, with the image just highlighting it and pretty much showcasing some type of interest within that character. So everyone started jumping to conclusions. Is T800 model coming into the game? Is the Terminator coming in the next Mortal Kombat game? And there's a good chance that it could actually happen, or this was just another troll moment from the lovely co-director of Mortal Kombat / NetherRealm and all that good stuff. Because he does love to troll, and I'm guessing this could be another one. But either way, we're going to discuss it and talk about it, and it should be kind of fun. So a bit of background information about the character. The Cyberdyne System Model 101 Series 800 Terminator was sent by Skynet in 2029 to Los Angeles in 1984 to kill Sarah Connor, the future mother of John Connor, which obviously leads to the future of the human resistance. It was also the first of the infiltrators sent back on an assassination mission by Skynet, and it is arguably the single most significant Terminator unit as it fathered Skynet in its journey through time. And some of the interesting elements are that the T800 units are mass-produced by Skynet, and the T800 with living tissue over a metal endoskeleton played by Arnold Schwarzenegger in the movies of Terminator 1 and Terminator 2. So we've seen them in the movies. If you guys have not, hopefully this has provided you with some insight about the character as we discuss its abilities, combos, and potential fatalities. A great mechanic that the T800 model or the Terminator can use within this game is the idea of teleporting, like the way that you see in the movie. He goes down, touches the floor, and then he teleports. Oh, that's how he usually gets sent into an area or a certain time. So imagine that being used in the game. So every time as you're playing this character, you enter the low state, the enemy player has to think if he's going to teleport towards him or behind him, and also if he's just going for another low attack. So there's potential for mix-ups when using the T800 or the Terminator within Mortal Kombat. Another interesting ability is the idea of being unstoppable. We have seen this before in Mortal Kombat 10 with the character Jason, which was also a special guest character within that game. I want to see that mechanic exactly done on this Terminator unit, due to the fact that in the movies, when it's getting shot and ripped apart, it just keeps walking towards you, because you know, it's the Terminator. You have to be terrified of it, as it's pretty much unstoppable. So I'm hoping they utilize that mechanic within this guy as well, with having a different type of recovery mechanic. Maybe it starts to leak oil as he's recovering, and then obviously that's the downside, which leads to him not being able to use his abilities and just using this one ability to engage with basic combos and neutral game. The next ability could be the potential idea of stunning the enemy or resetting a combo. With the feature of electricity, there's a potential like combo meter. If you hit the character a couple times, the enemy unit or the enemy player, which leads to charging that combo meter, and once that is full, the ability can be used, and a visual aspect on the character maybe turns blue, showcasing that the ability is ready to be used, so the player knows and also the enemy does know that this is a good way for the Terminator or the T800 model to extend combos and even reset when he does need it. And this ability can also use the idea of passive gain, so if you're not hitting the enemy, you're passively gaining those bars towards that ability charge that you need in order to do some crazy stuff with this character. The idea of the T800 unit or the Terminator utilizing some range component within his actual kit seems kind of weird to me. Obviously in the movies he picks up guns or human guns and uses them against actual people, as well as he's hunting, and followed up by some other weapons from Skynet that it's provided in the future models. But I don't know if they're going to do that within this, and I personally don't want to see any rage components to this character. So it's like a high risk, high reward type of scenario. If you go in, you go ham, but from a distance you have to play that safe game. I think that would be really fun on this character, in my opinion. Another ability could be the idea of being an infiltrator / assassin, integrating the component of invisibility within his kit, which will be used the same way like Predator has used it in MK10. the exact same idea there, just placed onto the Terminator. I don't know if that's true to its lore or story and background information shown within the movies, because I personally don't remember the Terminators going invisible, but that's just another idea. And now we move on to the ideas for the fatalities. We have two at the moment, one being the idea that Skynet has mass-produced T800 models, so Skynet sends a whole bunch of them to rip the opponent completely apart. Like how you see the Tribog fatalities, like that, but more insane, more intense, and just a lot more units of T800s or Terminators just everywhere do some crazy stuff. I think that'll be cool to see, because in a situation like that, the element of gore can just shine so much. So Mortal Kombat, you know how to do that, and it will work really well with that. Another thing is that the character should always be showcased as the T800, the endoskeleton, pretty much highlighting the metal skeleton of the actual model. And then in this fatality, Skynet recalls the model that's in that fight and then develops it and gives it living tissue to look exactly the same as its opponent. So if you're versing Predator, you're versing some other type of character, Scorpion, you transform into that with living tissue, so you're wearing all the gear, everything, then get sent back into the world where you're versing the character in Mortal Kombat, and then in this magical moment, you kill the other character through some type of means. I don't know what exactly. It could be through electricity, anything, just something crazy there, and then you pretty much take the spot of that character as your main disguise when you're the T800 model, and it just walks away. That's pretty awesome. Obviously, if Mortal Kombat does utilize the idea of nudity, then you'll see the character with just all its human features, like Scorpion, all humanized, and then he transforms or teleports back to the world, and then kills the character, and then takes all their gear and walks away. That's pretty cool. And another idea for that is an Easter egg. And some moments, maybe 1% chance of actually occurring, you turn into Arnold Schwarzenegger and you have this amazing scene as you pretty much destroy the enemy. I think that's cool. Something I would love to see in the game for sure. But mates, as always, tell me your opinions and thoughts about this and what type of special guest characters you want to see next on the channel and also in the game of Mortal Kombat 11 or the next NetherRealm game. And within these videos, we try and discuss a character's kit if it was ever implemented into the Mortal Kombat universe. And there's a chance that it can occur and there's another chance that it doesn't occur. And maybe we're just planting the seeds of these abilities and ideas that the company can pick it up and utilize it within their game if they do desire to do so. So that'll be pretty awesome to see. Either way, tell me your opinions and thoughts in the comment section down below. If you did enjoy this video, show your support by smashing that blind like button. We're aiming for 200 likes on this video. That'd be greatly appreciated if you do achieve that goal. And also, if you mates want to see more gaming content, movie content, and content in general on my channel, all you have to do is share with your friends and hit the subscribe button to become a mate today. And that is all for this video. Oh, time to go, but don't worry. Back very soon. And that's boys, so you ain't seen nothing yet. For some reason, the game starts getting buggy, starts glitching up in Mortal Kombat 11, and in the main entrance of the T800 unit, instead of that being there, we have Chris Hemsworth dancing like he did in Bad Times at El Royale. Yeah, I know. Crazy.